You're listening to ESRNEDI, General Hospital. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Ava tells Kate's in a motel that she knows he's returning to Port Charles, but she doesn't know when. She does not feel safe without him. He assures her that she will be alright, and that Agent Boyle will be there to watch over her. A female agent enters the room. He promises her that if all goes well, she may return to Port Charles with Avery, and they would be safe from Sunny forever. He asks her to stay patient and trust her, as everything is going according to plan. He says he'll see her soon and leaves with his luggage. Ava's left alone with Agent Boyle. She makes small talk with Boyle and comments on her shoes, which are chic and very expensive. The agent asks how she's doing and if she could use something to eat or drink. Ava says that depends and asks how long they will be here. Boyle doesn't think it will be long if it goes Kate's way. When Boyle removed her jacket, Ava admires her gun, which she knows is not a standard issue for an FBI agent. Boyle says female agents get their choice of weapons these days. Ava asks for a coffee, so Boyle exits to get it. Once left alone, Ava searches Boyle's bag to find out who Agent Boyle really is. Ava notes some expensive glasses in her bag, ones a government salary can't afford. She finds a burner phone and a wad of cash and realizes something isn't right. Ava thinks back to Sunny warning her that Kate's was going to kill her to frame him. Ava returns the bag and tries to sneak out, only to be caught by the agent. At Alexa's place, Alexis fills Sunny in on the events at the funeral. Christina comes down and asks what her dad is doing here. She sits with them, and Christina wishes she had never gone over to see Ava, as maybe she'd be holding her baby right now. Sunny says she couldn't have known what would happen, but Christina says Molly blames her for protecting her father over her baby. Alexis says Molly is lashing out and looking for someone to blame. Christina knows Molly also thinks she was going to steal her baby, but that baby was hers, and a part of her died when they lowered her into the ground. Christina claims that every time she sleeps, she dreams of Adela. She informs her father that is what she would have named her, which moves Sunny because it is his mother's name. Christina says that when she wakes up, she realizes she's gone, and it's like a knife in her heart, and she can't breathe. That is why she is struggling not to fall asleep. There was a sudden banging on the door. Alexis answers, and it is Kate's. He claims he has additional questions for Christina. Christina believes she should get things over with, but Alexis refuses. Sunny knows Kate's really wants to talk to him, so tells him to come to his office tomorrow. Kate's tells him that he doesn't get to pick the place. Kate's orders Sunny to meet him at the Port Charles Grill in 20 minutes, or he will take Christina into custody. Kate's leaves, and Christina tells her father he can't do this as Kate's is trying to trap him. Sunny says he knows how to handle Jagger. Sunny departs and Alexis gets a call from the hospital that there is an issue with Christina's insurance. She tells Christina she needs to handle this, and when she gets back, they'll have a snack and watch a harmless movie. Alone, Christina calls someone for help and asks them to come over. Jason soon arrives, and she fills him in on Kate's latest visit. She knows Kate's is working with Ava, who is lying about what is happening. Jason tells her not to react to Kate's threats, as he wants her to make a mistake or say something he can use against her. Christina asks Jason to help her stop Kate's and make Ava pay for what she's done. Jason tells Christina this isn't her fight. This is about Kate's coming after Sunny, and he's just using Ava like he's using her. Jason promises that something will be done about Kate's, but he can't tell her what. Sunny meets with Kate's at the Port Charles Grill. Kate's says Christina isn't looking well and likely won't make it through a trial, let alone a 20-year sentence. Sunny agrees. Kate says that's why Sunny will make all of his daughter's problems disappear. Sunny asks how he's supposed to do that. Kate orders Sunny to confess to all his crimes, including grooming Karen to become a stripper. Sonny tells Kate he's putting a lot of faith in Ava's confession, and what if she gets a better offer and recants her statement? Kate says Ava will be in no position to recant ever. At the hospital, Anna runs into Tracy and notices she looks pale. Anna asks if she needs a doctor. Tracy cries that it is Lulu who is sick and needs a miracle. Tracy fills Anna in on what is happening, and that since Nicholas isn't a candidate, they have to find Lucky. That is, unless there is another donor they are overlooking. Anna asks about the donation process, so Tracy explains the DNA logistics that aid in a match to Anna. Anna goes to see Portia about Lulu's condition. She has questions about the search for a donor. Portia explains the requirements of being a donor and that a close relative is usually the best match. Anna asks if a minor can be a donor. Portia says they prefer adults, but exceptional circumstances can allow for a minor. Laura drops by Brennan's office and tells him she needs his help. Laura fills him in on Lulu's situation, and that she needs him to help her find her son, Lucky. They sit down, and Laura informs him in on her son's work and last known whereabouts, which makes it difficult to get in touch with him. She needs to bring him home to be a donor for Lulu, and asks if Brennan can help her. Brennan says he'll do what he can, but finding him in that area of the world will be challenging. He explains the WSB isn't popular there, and his inquiries have to be made under the radar so as not to trigger a crisis. Laura isn't asking him to break a treaty, just to give her daughter a chance. He says if it's in his power to help, then he will. Laura snaps that her family has done more of its fair share to help the WSB over the years, and it's time they repay that favor. She tells him good day and walks out. Later, Tracy drops by Laura and Kevin's. She's there to help Lulu. She knows Laura is looking for Lucky, and she wants to offer her family's resources to help bring him home. Laura thanks her and says she's waiting to hear from Jack Brennan about Lucky as they speak. Anna storms into Brennan's office, and he asks what he can do for her. She wants him to stop playing games and tell her where Valentin is. He tells her again they currently don't know where he is. She tells him this isn't about Valentin, but his daughter Charlotte. Brennan assumes this is about saving Lulu. Brennan gets a call, takes it, and tells the person to send him the information. After the call, Anna says if he knows Lulu is dying, then he knows Charlotte could save her life. Brennan tells her the phone call he just took was about saving Lulu. Back at Laura's, she gets a call from Brennan and puts him on speakerphone. Tracy and Kevin are still with her. Brennan says they have a location on Lucky, at least where he was a week ago. Laura asks if there is a way to get a message to him. Brennan notes communication is poor in that area, and their best chance is to send someone to get to Lucky and pass on a message. He says this is a dangerous part of the world, so this person needs to be prepared for the risks. After they hang up the phone, Tracy offers to pay for mercenaries, but Laura says she'll go alone. She has a contact at the agency Lucky was working for. Tracy believes that other people are better qualified to handle this, and she asks Kevin whether he agrees. Kevin knows better than to try to persuade Laura out of it, so he's joining her. Laura expected this and asks Tracy to watch for Ace while she is abroad. Tracy is stunned and believes he would be better off with family members like Liz, whose son is Ace's cousin. Laura thought he'd be better off with the Quatermains, who have multiple nannies. Tracy agrees to let Ace stay at Monica's home. Tracy says to Kevin, "Let's go." At Brennan's office, Anna still wants him to find Valentin, but he says he doesn't know where he is. Anna doesn't believe him, and when this plan to find Lucky fails, he'll have to face the fact that he cost an innocent woman her life to protect Valentin. Alexis drops in to see Portia at the hospital. They discuss Christina, and Alexis assumes Portia heard about the scene at the funeral. Portia did and knows Molly and Christina are in pain, but so is Alexis. She feels for Alexis being caught between her two girls. At the compound in Africa, a guard orders Isaiah and Lucky to get their things as they depart in 5 minutes. Lucky asks Isaiah if it worked, and he says it did. He played it like Lucky said to, and they are getting out of there. Isaiah says he told the boss, Sidwell, who is complaining about stomach pains, that he needs a whole battery of tests with equipment he doesn't have. Sidwell is sending him to get it, which is their chance to escape. The guard returns and tells Isaiah it's time to go but stops Lucky from following him, saying he has to stay here. Isaiah argues he needs Lucky's protection as they have to transport expensive equipment through dangerous regions. The guard is summoned over his radio and has to leave, but tells the doctor to be ready to go when he returns. Isaiah asks what they do now. Lucky offers him his gun and tells him to make it to his contact who will get him out of Africa. Isaiah won't leave him behind. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my USR Media to our channel and stay with TS.